Hello, everyone, and welcome to FTB Sports. This is FTB Sports Studs Up. So tonight we're joined with Amonde. Hello,
Hello,
Amonde.
guys.
Mr. B. Hello, Mr. B. Kohunde. And tonight, is it Unofficial Pundit or Tony Martial? Which one is it?
Tonight's going to be Tony Martial.
Tony Martial.
Yeah,
starting the rise.
Yeah. literally buzzing after yesterday's victories, guys. We would go more in depth in it, but because we did the reaction show about it, we're not going to really and truly go too much within it because we don't want other people to get involved and be saying, oh, but this, but that. Let's just crack on with what we've got to do today, guys. I've got to change the setting a little bit because I'm not sure what happened, but it's given me the what can I say? It's giving me the reaction show still from yesterday. So that was a bit of a boo-boo by me today. So, guys, today, topics we're going to be talking about. The first one we're going to be talking about today is going to be this one.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. So it's going to be that one we're talking today. The reason why we're going to be talking about the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is I think it's a subject that we need to discuss and talk about. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Sorry, guys. There's something issue wrong with me here. There we are. That's better. That's it. We're there. So, guys, after all that, it's already we're getting the banter in already, guys. We're getting the banter in already. So let's start talking about it. For me, and I've always been consistent and I've always been honest about what my thought process is about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being the manager. At Manchester United, as a manager, for me, I honestly don't believe he's like a manager at the club. I think what it is, you got coaches and everyone there. They try to coach the players. I don't know what they're coaching the players, but yesterday and Liverpool performance is two performance. I look at Manchester United and as a committed team perform as a team. So let's start off with who we're going to give it to. Let's start off with Kohunde. Kohunde, what's your thought process on Ole as basically the manager of Man United? And do you think he should get the opportunity for the rest of his contract to run down and see what he can bring? And I've got some stats here about money he spent and money other managers spent and what other managers won. And we'll talk about that later on. But start with you, Kohunde.
Well, I've always backed Ollie, 100%. I think he should get an extended stay. I think since he's taken over, the football's been a lot better. And the signings that we're making is a lot more United signings in terms of like the right age, young players with potential. So I'm liking everything that he's doing, the signings he's making. Yes, at times the football can be better, but it's with Ollie, was a lot better Ollie than under Van Gaal or Mourinho. So I'm liking the progress that Ollie's making, and I think I'm a bit baffled as to why people are against him. I know some people might have some theories about he's not the real manager, people's behind the scenes, but I don't care what about that. I just care about how United are performing, and as long as he's sticking to a philosophy, our philosophy, then I don't mind if it's the people that's doing all the work and he's just the face. I don't mind at all.
Yeah. And then let's go to Mr. B because I know Mr. B is ideal already. So
while he's in the job, I will support him. I do believe he is tactically naive. Not even a little bit. He can be quite tactically naive. What I would like to see happen, if I'm honest, is him given the backing, regardless of how much money he gets. You don't have to buy a £100 million player. You can buy a £45 million player if you've scouted him right. Now look at the price we spent on Bruno. If we had a striker scoring them goals, man's not complaining. But we still got fans complaining about Bruno. But that's another That's something for another time.
We'll talk later on down the line.
Ollie, I think when he got the job, I just wanted anybody to get the job. I'm honest. Jose had sucked the lifeblood out of me. I had no interest in watching Manchester United.
Yes, exactly.
I had my son in here talking about, my son is 8. I had my son in here talking about Chelsea because I was in here listen. Yeah, I was in here cussing about Man United all the time. Why is he going to support a team that always loses? Ollie came in and he brought joy to me, man. I'm telling you, regardless of the results that he did, we had players in the squad who we did not want. Fellaini being the ultimate Jose signing. What was the first thing he did? He kicked out Fellaini. To me, that gave him 6 months grace, regardless of what results he had. You understand? That gave him 6 months grace. And then you look, the only player left who I feel should be gone is Phil Jones. Now, I don't think anybody's ever going to buy him. Even if he's on a free, I don't think anybody's going to buy him. But his football ability is low, but he's always injured. I mean, he got injured doing nothing this season and he's out for the season. How? What does he do?
Listen, so Phil Jones in, yeah? Phil Jones in. My banner's going up. Phil Jones in.
Listen, don't blaspheme under the Buddha, yeah? So I think Ollie, for me, Ollie's done, he's progressed. Give him this season, end of this season, see where we finish, because it's going to be progression again. Next season, give him the right winger. If it's 3 players that we need, give him the 3 players so that then we can see if he's capable of taking us to that next level. Right now, it's the same with every manager under our board. They're there with their hands are tied in regards to what they want. They can't freely spend. They want this, but we don't have to. Just be sensible in the players that you buy. We don't have to buy the world-class player. Make them world-class. Make them world-class at Man United. You understand? Because when the world-class players are coming in, what are we doing? They just come and stink the place out and suck us dry for our money. You understand? Let them earn that world-class status being at Man United. So yeah, I'm for now, I'm Ollie in.
Okay. And then on Monday?
Yeah, respect everybody. Greetings. I'm with Errol. I'm not going to back down now just because I can feel some laser eyes on me. Our special guest. I ain't backing down. I'm going full studs in and full, thing. What it is, Ollie is coming, replace Mourinho. And what I've heard from you two guys, the bar lads in the house, but I'm going ball too. But that's why I'm aware. But what I heard from you guys is, it's better than what we had before, and he's improving. And I'm not impersonating your voice. You got a deeper voice than me, but saying we're happy because it's an improvement on what we had before. So I could look at that and say, let's be logical about this. Yeah, he came in, went on a winning streak, and I think that was to do with players were fed up of Jose. They think, right, let's just play our ball and let's just enjoy now, and they started playing some good football. I don't think that was down to Ollie. I just think it was down to being freed up. Like Spurs now seem to be freed up and they're winning games. They haven't got that restriction on them anymore. Jose seems to have let them out. So the thing is, Ollie, now this season, he came 3rd last season. Congratulations. I think it's down to the players, the ability of the players. The wage bill suggests that we got better players than the others. Do you see what I'm saying? Then we got, look, he's run away. Yeah. So then
he's coming back for you.
This season, we've had major issues, which we talk about. Fantastic. We can go back and look at all our shows and say, we should have won this game, should have won this game, whichever. We have plenty of games we should have been winning. And yesterday should have been like a title contender matchup where we would have been, if we would have won, we would have gone ahead of them or something like that because of the points we've dropped throughout the season based on Ollie. Now, I have never once an interview heard Ollie talk like Pep or talk like all these top managers about tactical side of the game. He always says little things like, oh yeah, I like this player, or this, that, whatever, shows his dimples, looks cute, all that kind of thing. I don't see a tactical vision. I don't see a tactical philosophy coming out of his mouth. All I see him doing is like, yeah, go out there, boys, enjoy yourselves. You know, yeah, great stuff. You know, that kind of thing. And that can only take you so far, as proven in not getting into Europe, into the later rounds of Europe. We were in a great position, and then he tactically decides to go to 5 at the back and destroyed us. And then all these stupid games where we've been like 6 out of the last 8 games before yesterday, we dropped points. Okay, where would we be? Where would we be with a top manager who would go and steal the points, which Ollie can't get? He's taken us so far. Congratulations. But now we need to go to the next level, which is why I'm saying Ollie out or stopgap Ollie. That's what I call him. Anyway, that's my point. Ollie out, end of the season. Because of all the points he's dropped.
Before I go to Unofficial Pundit, this is a comment for you, yeah? Sorry, on Monday. I think you might be in trouble, and myself.
Listen, not this week. Not this week.
And then I'll go to Unofficial now. What's your thought process on the job that Ole's doing? And obviously, like we said, I'm not a big fan of Ole, but I don't want my club to lose games. So no matter what, you know, he's the manager of Man United, and I've got to accept it. What's your process? Because I know you're a big Olean.
We should get a world-class manager like LVG. Oh, we tried that. Maybe a world-class manager like Jose Mourinho. Oh, we tried that one as well. It clearly didn't work. It didn't work in any way, shape, or form. Where we play, he's coming. We're playing better. I don't care what no one says. Everyone loses games. Sir Ferguson lost games. Let's not pretend that teams don't lose games, because they do lose games. The greatest Premier League team ever got slapped 3-0 by Watford. They got slapped at the Champions League by Atletico Madrid, and then ended up this season. They've done worse than David Moyes. I don't care about injuries. I'm not hearing no injury talk. You're meant to have a squad. Your manager's meant to be world class. You're meant to be good enough at dealing with their problems. Their manager can't deal with their problems. Then look at Ole. Listen, there was somebody on TalkSport. My friend rang me, the Spurs support, and he rang me and said a guy on TalkSport, a United fan, just said Manchester United are going to finish 10th or worse. That was last season. Only when nobody in their right mind thought Manchester United were going to finish in the top 4. Not only did Ole go into a season with only signing 3 players, two defenders and Daniel James, we then get Pogba injured for literally the whole season. That was our best player at the time. Our other best player was meant to be David De Gea. He was playing like buff. Yeah. Then you got other people injured. Martial got injured for a couple of months. Luke Shaw got injured for a couple of months. And no disrespect to Luke Shaw, it should be Luke Shawdinho.
It is Shawdinho class.
He's on this show.
Whatever else you can add on to it. You know, the Brazilians have long names. That should be Luke Shaw's name. Long Brazilian name. Because that's how good he's been. But Shaw was injured for a couple of months last season. So many players got injured. And let's start bringing in people like Chong, Gomez. Brendan Williams became a starter at Manchester United. A little kid that no one knew before that, unless you watched all the youth games. Mason Greenwood at 17 had to start playing for Manchester United. All gets brewed on. We go on this amazing run. He gets third. No one could have imagined it. Yes, Chelsea capitulated. Yes, Leicester capitulated. Fair enough. But listen, we can only do what we can do in it. It's not after they capitulate, and we capitalise on it. We got top 4. Lovely. Everyone in their right mind said, if Manchester United Champions League football, Ole needs to be sacked because they can't sign the players. But if he gets Champions League football, give him a new contract, and Man United are going to buy some bad boy players. We signed an old man who's in Cavani. I don't know what he offers to the team. I really don't, other than a header now and again. He's like a Fellaini. We signed Donny van der Beek. Not getting ahead of Pogba or Bruno.
Yeah.
No chance. We signed other than if you put him over a set piece, which hasn't been great either. I don't know what he offers. I ain't got a clue what he offers to the team. And he ain't getting ahead of Luke Shaw. And then who else? Oh, and then we signed 2 kids. One of them, I'm hoping Diallo turns out to be the player everyone says he is. but he played like 54 minutes of professional football for Atalanta. And Palestra, I don't even know who he is. He looks like some cartel boss's son. Who are you? Where did you come from? We loaned him out. So we signed no first team players, none this summer. We signed no first team players this summer. Second in the league, like I don't know what people are upset about. Like, what are you upset about? If you think we can compete with Man City, listen to this. I said it earlier. If anyone watched my show earlier, Pep Guardiola has bought Nathan Ake, Laporte, Diaz, John Stones. That's your centre backs. Then he's bought Mendy, Zinchenko, Danilo, who they got rid of, Cancelo, Carl Walker. 9 defenders he's bought in his period. Then if we go to the forward players, oh my God. Like he already came, had a he bought Jesus in. He bought who was that other player he bought? Was it Negredo he bought? Was it Negredo he bought from Spain?
Yeah, never bought him.
No, that was Pellegrini signing. That was Pellegrini. Nacho, was it Nacho? I can't remember.
Yeah. No, that was.
Was it Nolito he bought? One of them. He bought.
He had Navas. He had Jesus Navas.
No, was it that Nolito? One of them. He bought one of them.
Nolito, yeah, Nolito, yeah.
He bought a load.
One season.
Yeah, he bought a load of players. He's been building his team with oil money. Ole hasn't got a luxury. Now, I don't know who you guys like more, but I'm just going for Premier League players. But we need a proper DM, a proper guy who's going to break up play, who can cover the midfielders.
Yeah.
Now, if Ndidi or Declan Rice or someone like that, I'm just giving you guys examples. Yeah.
Ndidi.
Someone like that in the summer.
Basuma.
Instead of Donny van der Beek.
Yeah,
and you're going to got Jadon Sancho.
Option.
Fair.
You're breaking up.
You're breaking up.
He was last season, so we wasn't really going to ever sign him. It would have been more of an Ndidi or Declan Rice. Yeah, I don't know. There's something wrong with my thing. Is it better now?
It's keep like Dalek
in and
kind of
out.
thing, man.
You're going in and out.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
We can hear
you.
Yeah.
Should I jump out, jump back in?
Yeah.
Go on.
Hold that thought.
So on Monday, while he's doing that, would you mind hitting some comments for us, please?
Yeah, here's Tim Massingham says Ollie
Thanks for the
deserves
comment.
time at very least, to see where we are after he's backed properly in transfers.
Thank you.
Tim Messingham. I think this you're a new guy. How long would you give him? Just out of curiosity, how long would you give him?
Good question. Next.
Let us know when you.
How you doing? Could you trust Ollie Lampard with 100 million?
Let us know when you're back here, Unofficial. You there?
No,
he's frozen.
Mad B again, hey. But you can't argue with his away record. It's 21 games unbeaten since you got touched up by us. Who's he?
Tottenham.
6-1.
Surprise. He's at
Rory,
Tottenham.
hi, Rory, new guy.
Well done. Welcome.
I have to give Ollie credit. The Deadwood is gone. The average age of squad is one of the lowest in the league. And he's beaten Pep more than any other manager in the last 2 years.
I mean, sorry, on Monday, you just touched upon about Ollie not talking tactics and blah, blah, blah. But then you say about Klopp only having one way of playing. Yeah. And Guardiola hasn't scored against us like in the league this season. We outclassed him yesterday. In the Premier League.
It doesn't matter.
No, but why does he's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He doesn't have to talk like these other managers. You say Klopp's got no tactics because he's only got one way of playing.
Yeah.
So Guardiola is the only one that you think is tactically adept.
I think
we beat him.
I think Big Sam.
Who else talks tactics?
Big Sam talks tactics. I've heard him talk. David Moyes.
His really attractive.
Huh?
His tactics are they really attractive? Does he play attractive style football?
You asked who talks tactics. I'm saying who I've heard, like on the radio or who I've heard on talking. Who I've said, he knows football. I don't see
Right.
Ollie talking like that.
And
That's
why hasn't Big Sam got a big job?
I don't know. I think he's got a reputation of being like a save you from relegation manager.
On Monday,
Well, he had the England job for
nah.
one game, didn't he?
On Monday,
what?
He had the England job for one game.
Hold on.
One at a time, guys.
One,
He
go on.
had the England job for one game.
Yeah, but he had a little bung going on, didn't he?
Yeah, well, yeah.
But tactically, he knows his stuff. Roy Hodgson, I've heard him talk tactics. He knows his stuff.
No, well, he did well when he was at that level. Roy
My
Hodgson.
point is, look, I've made
Look
my
at Euro
point.
2016 in
I made my point about
Iceland.
Ollie. I made my point. I gave you the reasoning. Like I heard Unofficial, I heard all you guys.
We're waiting for coming back to Unofficial now, though.
Okay, right, sorry, go on.
Go on, Unofficial.
Let me hear you.
Was, if you got let's say an NDD and a Jadon Sancho and you put them into this team, we would have been up there with the league. We would have been so many points up. I'm sorry, because games where Rashford was too tired and couldn't play, Jadon Sancho would have been playing. And I don't think Jadon Sancho is better than Marcus Rashford, but he adds something different. And Jadon Sancho is a bad
creativity.
So it for me, that's not fair. And on Monday, I know we love having a little bit back and forth. I love it. And this is why I enjoy the show so much. But you're being unfair because this is not about tactics. Number one, you cannot finish third in the Premier League and then be second this season without tactics. It's impossible. Let's not go there. Because then Big Sam will be second. Let's not go there. Yeah? That's number one. Number two, if you have no tactics, there's no way in the last 3 Premier League games against Pep Guardiola, who's apparently a genius, the last 3 Premier League games, with 1-2, drawn 1, conceded 0, and scored 4. That's not fluke. 1 game's a fluke. 3 games of Detroit in the league, conceded 0 goals to a team who blow teams away. That's not a fluke, my friend. That's tactically on.
Outclassed.
If Manchester United, for me, if Manchester United had exactly the same squad, Pep had, let's see who wins or what. Let's see who does what. Because at the end of the day, Man City only top of the league for one reason. They've got a squad. No one else has. Liverpool ain't got a squad. Spurs ain't got a squad. Arsenal ain't got. Arsenal, I can't talk about it. Let's forget about it. Chelsea ain't even got a squad because they bought other players, but half of them players you don't know if they're good enough. Havertz has to be one of the worst signings. Him and Pepe out there together, like as the 2 of the worst signings of the last decade. Honestly, for the money they've cost, that's
true. Yeah.
And a lot of Chelsea players all coming in one go, so you don't know who's going to work at any time to gel. Pep Guardiola has built that team. He gets 150 million to spend every summer minimum, and he goes out and buys the players he wants to fit his system.
Yeah.
He's really built that team, and that's what Ole's competing with. Take Man City out. No one else ain't competing with Ole. I don't care. So I understand. Listen, we all get frustrated. I understand you get upset. The Champions League one was probably one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
Ole pissed us all off with that. I can't disagree with you there. But do you know how many fans on Twitter, the experts on Twitter, do you know how many of them I see saying we should play 5 at the back of the time? So they've only done that. And these guys can see 2 goals in like 19 minutes. No, man, you can't just put it down on Ole, man. Like,
we beat PSG with 5 at the back, but it's not right for us.
Yeah, but guys.
So go on.
Go on Monday.
Just to counter that, man, I'm gonna come in with a slide tackle on that, man. I hear what you're saying. We all kind of agree what we're saying. But my thing is, I said a few weeks ago we're title contenders. Now it's not. If you look at the wage bills, we've got a team that should be second place at least, based on the wage bill.
We are second.
One of us.
We are second.
You can't look at wage. You can't look at.
Hold
on.
We've got a team based on wage bill. We should be up there every season. Shouldn't be 6th, shouldn't be 7th. We should be up there. Same at Arsenal. They're failing. So we should be up there anyway. My thing is the games. No one can disagree with this. You said about our Red Bull. I'm talking about the other games. Crystal Palace twice. West Bromwich Albion. Everton. These games we should have won. And I think this is where Ollie Tate is that good, but he's not that good. Where we need a proper manager who can do more than just say, get in there, boys, and well done, everything else. And this is what I'm saying. I don't hear
How do you know that?
I
Are you in the dressing room?
I don't.
Are you in the dressing room?
We can only speculate what we know.
Yeah, exactly. So don't
one at a time.
assume.
I'm not hearing any tactical nous or anything from him. So I assume, and I don't see any conviction or anything like that. So I assume this is just like a stopgap guy who's just come in just to be a puppet. Say, yeah, please the guys, yep, and just go and send the boys out there. We need someone to take us to the next step, the next level. That's what I'm saying. Just last point. Someone who would win the games where we drop points. 6 of the last 8 games, we drop points. I want a manager who's going to go out there and win those games. Not say, oh, well, we're doing better than what we used to, you know? That's what I want.
Okay. And you said about Crystal Palace and this one, that one.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola got slapped by Leicester, 5-2. Pep Guardiola, and we don't get slapped by Leicester. It don't happen. Check Ole's record. Don't get slapped by Leicester. Don't happen. It does not happen. What about when Pep Guardiola drew at home with West Brom? They've lost 3 games this season and drawn like 5. Bro, he can bench Mahrez. He can bench Mahrez on the weekend and play Bernardo Silva instead. He can bench Ruben Diaz and play Laporte.
Yeah.
What can Ole do? What, bench Rashford and play Diallo? Like, come on, man. Come on. That team that Pep has right now shouldn't have lost the game this season compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
You can't say that. You can't talk about a manager taking us to the next level because at the end of the day, some managers have come in and could take us to no level. So he's definitely took us to that next level because just a few weeks ago, before we started getting injuries again, bear in mind, he's got 3 midfielders he can play. McTominay, Fred, and Bruno. Matic ain't a midfielder. Manchester granddad. Donny injured. Was injured. Not. Then Cavani's injured again. Cavani's been injured twice in the last couple of weeks. That guy's got no rotation. Pep Guardiola's bench last weekend? I looked at their bench. Oh my God! They had Fernando Torres, Aguero, Foden, Silva. They didn't even start Stones for that game, so they had Stones on the bench. Like,
Unofficial. Can I interrupt? Sorry. Well, the question is about Oli. We're not talking about Man City. You keep trying to measure up to Man City.
Yeah, because they're first and we're second.
Yeah,
so
but
we have to compare.
Put the question up, Mister.
They're stopping us from being first.
Solo, put the question
and
up.
We're saying what the difference is.
Solo, put the question up. It's not about Man City. The question is, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the right man to take United back to the glory days?
Yes, he is.
And you guys are talking about Pep and a B team that Pep have gotten all this kind of thing. That's
because the way I look at it
here, man. It's like question time on BBC on a Thursday night.
No. You're wrong there. Because if I want to be number 1, I'm number 2. I'm going to look at who's above me. I'm not going to look at who's below me.
Exactly. That's the benchmark. You've got to look at the benchmark to get there. You have to compare it with the benchmark. Right. They're the only team above us.
Hold on. Do you think we should win these games when we drop points? Can I have it? Right. Just say, yeah, guys, I'll just ask this one question. All the points that I'm saying, 6 of the last 8 games, we've dropped points. In these games, Everton, West Brom, Crystal Palace, do you think we should have won these games? Yay or nay? I say yay. Who says
no?
100% yes.
Yes.
No.
What do you mean no?
You can't win every game in the Premier League.
That's like saying, oh, you should go unbeaten in the league every season, like Arsenal did.
No, I'm not saying.
No. Everyone's going to lose games and drop points. Everyone's going to do it.
6 of the last 8 games, we've dropped points. That's 8 games. 8 games. 6 of them we didn't win them all.
We have
one at a time.
Go. I'm talking too much.
Can I just say something? Right. On Monday, stop talking about these managers talking tactics or whatever, because you don't know what goes on in the dressing room. You're not there. You're not earwigging. You don't know what Ollie's saying, so don't make assumptions. He might be a great tactician. Pep has got to play on his reputation as being a great tactician because of what he did with Barcelona, blah, blah, blah. And then he's put out that documentary in Man City and he's having all the cameras in. So he wants to play on that. Like, that's fine. Let him do that.
He's confident enough to do that.
Listen, let him do that. If he wants to live off that reputation, let him do that. But yesterday I just saw him tactically outclassed by Ollie again. So We dropped points against bottom of the league, Sheffield United at home, but we've beaten top of the league, Man City. You know, and Sheffield United, they'll drew a win. So I'm just saying to you that we've lost 4. I think Man City have lost 3. Yeah, I don't care about what he's saying. Why do you care about what he's saying to the press? You don't know what's going on. You're not in the dressing room.
I can only speculate on what we know. I accept that.
There's no speculation is no good, right? Ollie might be a really good tactician. He's outclassed City a few times. We haven't lost. We're not conceding goals.
Can I at least make a judgment based on what we see? I can make a judgment on what we see. I compared it to other managers we see on TV who talk tactics. I say this guy knows what he's talking about. They might ask him a question. I watched the press conference before Saturday. A lot of these managers get asked questions. Hold on.
On Monday.
He knows football.
Listen. Right, if you think Pep's such a great tactician, right? Why did he lose 4-0 to Real Madrid in the second leg of that Champions League? And if you read his book, he said to the players, go out there and do what you want. He didn't give them no tactics, and he regretted that. So that's Pep Guardiola, this mastermind guy who lost 4-0 to Real Madrid in the second leg of the Champions League. Listen. And that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying to you is every manager makes mistakes. Every manager. Yeah,
of course.
Even Fergie.
Yeah.
Right? And I think you're just judging Ollie. So I think you must have high expectations for him because you think he should be title contenders after only his second full season.
Not him. I'm judging by the players.
You must have high expectations for Ollie then. You must have high expectations for him. I didn't say... You're the only one that said that United should be title contenders. I didn't say it. When we were top of the league, I said we're making good progress. That's all I said.
I say
that's fine, but you're saying it because you got high expectations for him, so you must rate him.
No. Let me rephrase that. I got high expectations for our club, boys. Look at the top corner, Man United Football Club. We are.
No. Yeah, but someone has to manage it. You don't have a man managing it.
Get a high expectation.
There's no clouds managing this team.
Get a high expectation manager in who can do the job. Because really, let's keep this simple. Yeah. I'm not going to go into measuring up and changing the subject. Let's keep it simple. If with the players we got, we could be up there with Man City. Yesterday's game could have been like a proper head-to-head. If we would have won, we'd have gone ahead of them. That sort of thing.
You don't have a better squad, and we haven't spent as much money. So they spent more money, they've got a better squad. Sorry, and he's had more time.
Sorry, one more thing, and then I'm going
to zip it. After you say this one, I need to go to Mr. B and Unofficial, because them two guys wanted to come in ages ago. So I need them in.
Sorry.
I'm listening.
I need them in. So go on, I'm on there. Finish your last point. Then I need to go to Mr. B, then Official, then I'll come back to you, Kohunde.
I want us to know we're better than Fulham. When we go to Fulham, we should be beating them. Not struggling to break teams down. Why are we struggling to break teams down? This is the problem. Teams that sit back and defend against us, we really struggle to break them down. That's down to Ollie. That's where he's
we don't have Pogba and Van Dijk, yeah.
Then we're playing against these top 6 sides, and we're doing 0-0. We're not crucifying them. We
did it yesterday.
Guys, hold on. Sorry, Kohunde. Mr. B, do you want to say anything on that? Because I need to go to Unofficial, and then we need to wrap up on that one.
Look, all I'm hearing is, as Kohunde said, your expectations of what Ollie should be producing against a Pep team who he has molded and bought the players that he wants. I'm talking about Pep. I'm not going to talk about Liverpool because why should we? But they had a philosophy. What I wanted with Ollie was to see a system of play. He's now got the system. I don't think he's got the right players playing in the system, but his formation is 4-2-3-1. I understand that now, so I'm happy. Jose played a 4-2-3-1, but it wasn't Ollie's 4-2-3-1. So it is a manager's philosophy. You look at Jose, everybody said Jose is a defensive manager, but he will go out there and play 4-3-3. But guess what? He will have the wing backs tracking back further, and that's their first instruction. They don't go
past the halfway line.
Thank you. You understand? So it's a philosophy. Ollie's philosophy is go. He wants to be going forward. You look at him every 15 games, you see an improvement in what Ali's doing. We're unlucky that we haven't got Pogba. This, to me, shake your head, bruv. We've been unlucky that we haven't had Pogba, because the games that we've been losing, when Pogba decided that he wanted to leave and he's playing with a free mind, he's killed it for us. We've missed that killer. We haven't had that assassin. You know what I mean? Now man's just bothering about Bruno. Coincidence as Bruno's been quiet? I have no idea. But we miss a Paul Pogba in our team. You know, so I'm still Ollie in, because he's improving on the job. He come in, he was naive. Cardiff and Mulder. Yeah? He's now learning on the job. Understand he's learning on the job. But me personally, I would love to see Ollie win something with the team that he's molded in his image.
I hope
Other than another manager comes in, he comes out. Sorry?
I hope he learns to break down weaker teams. You sit back.
Okay.
Like who?
Like Liverpool.
Who breaks down weaker
Like
teams?
Liverpool at home.
So
6 home
sorry,
games.
guys. Mr. B, you finish off, because I got to go straight into Unofficial after you finish.
I'm done.
Okay,
It's Ollie in
Unofficial.
all the way.
Take it over now, Unofficial. You've been waiting a long time.
First, yeah. I just sat here patiently. I just took in things. And, I got a few things. One of the things I'm going to say is really going to stir up the pot, and I'm really going to enjoy it. Mr. B's going to want to bite my head off, but I'm going to enjoy it. First thing I want to say, though, is I heard that my little friend up there turn around talk about David Moyes. When you hear him speak, you can hear tactics. David Moyes took over the Champions and finished 7th. There's no tactics. Zero. No. No tactics. Zero tactics. Ole, let's stop pretending that this is a Manchester United team that should be winning the league. Let's start coming back down to earth. We have not challenged for anything significant for years. And when I say significant, that's the league or the Champions League. Winning the FA Cup with no league and all that, that's for teams like Arsenal, who have no ambition, who have not going anywhere. Okay? Winning the Europa League and the Carabao Cup, finishing 6th in the league, that's for Everton. They're bottlers. That's what clubs like that. My club have to win the Premier League and the FA Cup, the Premier League and the Champions League. I don't even take just to winning the Champions League. Like Liverpool did. It's not enough. Can't win one cup and get the best team in Europe, because then what happens is eventually it falters, like we're seeing now. It's totally crumbled. So that's number one. I want to see Ole build a team. He's slowly doing that. And why I love Ole is, I know if he steps down in a year, 2 or 3, the next manager that comes in has a young team just about hitting their prime, and they're hungry, rude boy. They're hungry to win something. They've been there and thereabouts. You can go from 2nd to dominating and winning the league, and you can't go from 6th, 7th, 8th and jump and win the league. It's not realistic. It don't happen. Let's stop pretending that happens. When that happens, guess what? You got straight back down and Chelsea done it. They done shit. Conte came in, they went on some lucky run. They finished 1st, and the following season they finished 6th, because it wasn't a proper, it was a false position. Yeah. With Man United, you're slowly progressing. We didn't see that under the other managers. We finished 4th under LVG. He went out and bought more players. We finished 5th. Jose Mourinho, we finished 6th, then we finished 2nd. And when he got sacked, we was not doing any better than 6th that season. You're just going backwards. And when you say about Ole breaking down smaller teams, number one, you need your players to be fresh. That's why Pep Guardiola, one week you'll see Riyad Mahrez playing on the right wing. Following week, you'll see Bernardo Silva playing on the right wing. That means Mahrez is fresh. He comes off that bench with 30 minutes to go. And the Sheffield United defenders are knackered. Mahrez is going to be fresh, and vice versa. One week you're seeing Phil Foden play on the left wing. Next week you're seeing Sterling hungry, ready to play. Fresh. That's what Ole has.
That's not.
Marcus Rashford, sprinkled with some Bruno Fernandes. Rest of them, I don't know what they're on. Martial hasn't even been doing it this season. he let his head drop a bit too much. I love Martial. You all know this. I'm repping him today. That's what my name is these days. But Martial hasn't been doing it. Daniel James what they done with him is fantastic. That kid looks different. I'm not saying he's no Lionel Messi or no Ryan Giggs, but that kid looks different. He looks hungry.
Yeah.
But then you got people like Greenwood. Greenwood's struggling a bit because he's a young kid. He's struggling a little bit. And then what slowly happens is you think Greenwood ain't sitting there looking, thinking, I want more goals. I want more goals. Of course he does. He's a striker. He wants goals.
Yeah.
And then this was going to stir the pot. This really going to stir the pot. I'm going to because I was the biggest Paul Pogba fan. Who says that? No one.
My boy, do not bring the Pogba out, man, because I'm a Pogba all the way.
Oh, you're everybody. You're Phil Jones. So Mr. B.
Mr. B, why did you tell him that, man?
Mr. B told me that one. Mr. B told me that one. And I got, Mr. B was like, hey, you want to leave Man United? He was like, that was it for me. But this is my issue with Paul Pogba. After the day he said he wanted to leave Manchester United, I was done with him. And I used to say he was worth 250 million and he was the best midfielder in the world. Yeah. I was avid on that. And even when Pogba had a bad game, I used to praise him and say that it was the team, it was this, it was that. But the problem with Paul Pogba is this season he's played 19 Premier League games. Ndidi has played 16 Premier League games. Ndidi is the lowest midfielder in the Leicester block, in the midfield. He sits right at the bottom.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear this Pogba plays in a 2 and he's sitting too deep. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. You're a footballer. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. Ndidi has played 3 games less. And Ndidi's got exactly the same goal contributions as Paul Pogba. He's got 1 goal, Pogba's got 3, but he's got 2 assists, Pogba's got 0 assists in the Premier League. But when I go to big chances created, in 19 Premier League games, Paul Pogba has created 1 big chance. Ndidi, who's an out-and-out defensive midfielder, has created 2 in less games. Pass accuracy. Ndidi has a better pass accuracy than Paul Pogba. That shouldn't even be allowed.
That's not measured up. You can't.
No, that's not measured because he's a CDM. He passes 80 where Pogba passes.
No. I don't want to hear that because he's got more assists. Pogba ain't even got no assists. He's played less games and he's played more big chances. This is the guy that sits at the bottom. Midfield. He's not meant to be doing anything. He's meant to be giving it to Tillemans and Madison and then meant to do anything. And he's still doing more. I don't want to hear the Pogba thing no more. I'm sick and tired of hearing it because we play him enough and he don't do enough. A couple of long-range screamers, I'm not hearing it no more. I've seen Pogba enough games. I've come off I've watched it. What the fuck did you do today? Other than get robbed by James McCarthy or someone like that from Crystal Palace. Rude boy, I had people telling me McTominay and Fred shit, it should be Matic and Pogba in the midfield. And Tottenham slapped 6-1 with Pogba and Matic in the midfield. All my friends I live in London, all my friends are Tottenham supporters. The most embarrassing day of my life. City beat us 6-1 right back. We had bottle job Tottenham beat us 6-1. That wasn't work. You can't get no lower than that. Tottenham beat you 6-1 at Old Trafford. I wanted to cry. I had to switch my phone off.
Listen, I did the same.
Yeah.
I can't hear it no more. That this one will do it against small teams. That one will do it against small teams because they're not doing it. There's enough fun out there. But the problem is, Ole can't look at the game in the 60th minute and think, okay, Rashi's not playing well. I know he's tired. Boom, you're coming off of Jack Grealish. Daniel James ain't playing well. Boom, or Greenwood, you're not playing well. Boom, you're coming off of Jadon Sancho. He ain't got that luxury that Pep Guardiola has. Pep Guardiola has that luxury. He'll pull off another super bring on Red Morris. This is the guy that won the Champions League with Leicester. Won the Champions League with won the Premier League with Leicester. Won the Premier League back-to-back with Man City. This guy's won trophies. He knows how to play football. He'll pull Jesus from bring on Aguero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're pulling Martial off to bring off a lamppost like Cavani.
Why is he?
Monday just keeps
saying You promised he wouldn't go there. Jesus Christ. All right.
He's going back.
All right. So are we ending this topic?
Yeah. Well, we're going to go into the second topic.
No, hold on.
I think we should leave this topic until the end of the season.
We leave this
because then we can measure the progress again from third last season.
Yes.
If he even gets 100%. Second and a trophy, then we talk about it at the end of the season.
Right,
yeah.
But one thing. when the next question comes up, can we deal like with the question and not talk about Man City or comparing it to other
What
teams?
we're gonna do?
The benchmark. That's the benchmark. That's the benchmark.
No.
It is the benchmark. They're ahead of us. They're the only team ahead of us.
Sorry, guys. What we're gonna do is, because it's now 2:15 now, is the next subject was going to be the Pogba subject, but what we'll do is we'll do that on Monday instead. So we'll do the next one on Monday.
We need a show for that.
What we need now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through spending, about who spent the most money at Manchester United as manager and what's been won. And it might surprise somewhat a lot of people of the spending. So Louis van Gaal, a lot of people, well, it's on, you can find it out anyway. He spent Man United as a manager in the time he was there, 260 million he spent in his time at Man United.
A lot of money.
A lot of money. Then you had, obviously, David Moyes. Well, sorry, let's go to David Moyes. David Moyes spent 71 million at Man United.
He's only
Yeah, and all of that was on
7 months.
Fellaini, that was Fellaini and Mata. That was.
Yeah.
But he can talk a good game. He knows his tactics.
Then
did work at
behind,
United.
then you had obviously Louis van Gaal that came and spent 260.
Yeah.
Then you had Jose Mourinho came and spent 391 million.
On who?
But he's won.
Lindelof.
Yeah. I didn't write all the players down for these guys.
Sorry.
But then with it, okay, and staggering reading, so he spent 391. If I'm right to say, and my maths is correct, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has spent 314 million since he's been at Man United.
Your maths is all over. Your maths is all over.
So
your maths is all over the place.
So he's got
Your maths
Harry
is
Maguire,
all over the place.
Yeah,
Hold on, let me-
Harry Maguire,
8 million.
80 million. Wan-Bissaka, 50 million. Bruno
130.
Fernandes, and Bruno Fernandes, 50 million.
That's 180.
Yep.
Van der Beek, 45 million.
That's 225.
But go on.
Then you got the youngster we just signed, the lower army, and whatever he wants to call himself, is going to be 35 million.
No, he's not. He's not. No,
No,
wrong.
he's
He is.
not.
It's
No,
add-ons.
no,
It's
he's not.
add-ons.
No.
Yeah.
Right, so
Right,
say
add-on.
15 mil. 15 mil
So
then.
it's,
He's
not,
still-
it's 20 mil. No,
Okay,
it's not
so- okay.
35 mil. It's 20 mil.
Yeah.
Two-
35
okay.
with add-ons.
240.
Okay, then. So let's do 15 million then, if we want to, or 20 million. Sorry, Daniel
Dan
James,
is 15 million.
15 million.
250.
Tellez, 15 million.
Who?
Tellez, 15 million.
Alex Tellez.
That's 270.
Then you got that Paletti, whatever you want to call him, 8 million.
280 roughly.
280. Then he brought in additional 5 young players that cost 18 million this season.
That's the 300 million then.
So that was 18 million, yeah.
What?
Right. Can we talk
Yeah.
about who he sold? Can we
No,
talk
no,
about
no.
who he sold?
Wait a minute, wait,
No, but
And how much he made from the
but the
profit.
thing is, with this, with Jose Mourinho, Louis van Gaal, they sold players. I have not included the net spend on that.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
what-
include it.
guys, we're talking something like Liverpool here about talking about net spending and all this kind of thing. That's irrelevant. We're big
We're spending
clubs.
money. We're spending
This is
money.
big club business. This is what big clubs do. We spend money, and we get like
Bro.
turned over
Bro.
by people.
bro.
Big club.
I'm
Go
sorry.
on, Unofficial.
I completely sorry. You've done that all wrong. There. That was terrible. Number one, you brought in 5 players that are never going to see the first team. That's just building your infrastructure for the next 20 years. Like, those kids could be 13 years old. That's not. That has nothing to do with his tenure. He could be dead by the time they start playing for Manchester United. So that's number one. Number one, that's wrong. Number two, with all the players Jose Mourinho and LVG brought in, they all went straight into the first team. Where with all the players Ole's brought in, Diallo and Palestri, even in the first team. Palestri's out on loan already, and Diallo ain't gonna get a kick of a ball. He never got a kick of a ball at Atalanta. So you can't even count them. So you've got.
But with that, but with that money that Louis van Gaal spent, and also LVG spent as well, they brought in 4 players that cost, I think it was 25 million, and they haven't even seen a day of light. And I don't even know where they are at United at the moment. They've disappeared.
Okay, but what you have to look at is Jose Mourinho never got 75 million back for Lukaku. That covered the Harry Maguire sale. And we sold Smalling who covers the Tellers or James or any of them.
Yeah.
So
that. Jose Mourinho never made 100 million back for us. And not the OVG. No, they made 100 million back for us on garbage.
And sorry, we need to have a topic about since Moyes to Ollie. To talk about all their signings and the worst signings and the best signings.
Yeah,
That's
do
what
that.
we
We'll
need
do
to
that.
talk about.
We'll do that.
That's
in
what we
another
need
show.
to talk about. Because I could go off the top of my head right now. It was just like
Don't name players yet. Don't name players yet.
Yeah, all right, but there's some horrendous ones.
What we'll do is we'll pick. I reckon what we should do is pick our 5 best signing, our 5 worst signing, and we bring it to the show next week.
Yeah. It sounds good.
Homework.
I love that.
Give us homework now.
Yeah. So we'll come back with 5 players. Good players.
We'll compare all the signings from post Fergie and see 5 best and 5 worst.
5 best, yeah. Oh, don't worry, I've got someone. Was it Tayyibis or whatever you call him?
Just keep them to yourself.
Keep them post Fergie era. Post Fergie era.
Yeah. So guys, looking at it,
guys, just one point. What's this got to do with? How do you measure this by saying, "Oh, he spent this"? Because it's not the manager. It was Fergie's time. You say, "Yeah, he was behind that." I don't believe it's the managers anymore who are picking these guys.
No. It's not. It's
no. But can I just say? All right, I'll quickly make a point to that. Mourinho's got his philosophy in terms of who he likes to sign. They're like prime players who he sees, like Alexis Sanchez. The players that he likes to keep. You know, a lady, Mkhitaryan. You know, players like that, Lukaku. So he's got his philosophy about who he likes to sign, and he tried to sign Perisic, right? And he signed Matic, who was 29.
Yeah.
So I'm saying Ollie's got his philosophy about who he likes to sign, young, up and coming, talented players, sort of like Fergie, you know. So that's how we're just going to compare it here. You know, so it's simple as that. Alexis Sanchez.
Has Ollie benefited from some of these ready-to-go players that are still at the club?
Matic is the only one that I'd say is still there, but he's just.
We're talking about Phil Jones still there as well. Don't give me that.
Hold on. Phil Jones. Fergie said Phil Jones was going to be the greatest player United ever had.
Listen.
Fabio Capello compared Phil Jones to Paolo Maldini and Fernando Hierro.
Oh, should we bring up
in England? So
go on Unofficial.
You know, people saw potential in him. Yeah. Fergie said he could be the greatest ever.
Yeah, I know. I remember that comment as well.
So people get things wrong.
This was
get things wrong. We signed Phil Jones instead of Rafael Varane.
All I know is the way I look at it is no one can tell me the managers didn't pick some of their players. There's no way in this world Ed Woodward on his own and David Allo who's Portuguese. There's no way in this world Ed Woodward decided to sign Eric Bailly from Spain, Villarreal. No way in this world. These
No, that was thinking that bought him in it.
Eric Bailly.
Eric Bailly was Jose
Mourinho.
That was a Jose signing.
Yeah. Was Jose Mourinho signing?
Yeah, he asked for basically Jose asked for Maguire and he had Bailly, got Bailly.
Where was Maguire?
No, Bailly was his first signing. No, that's all garbage.
Bailly was his first signing.
Oh, was it?
But Jose signed Zlatan, Bailly, and Pogba in his first season. Pogba was a good signing by Jose.
And Mkhitaryan.
With Bailly.
And then Mkhitaryan, so it was 4. Zlatan was 3.
The only player I will say Mourinho didn't sign. Only player I'll say he didn't.
I'm going to say Sanchez. I'm going to say Sanchez as well.
Yeah, that he did sign him, but that wasn't his idea. You're saying
wasn't his idea? No. That's not a Mourinho. That's not a Mourinho.
That was something bringing him back to the club.
That's
money.
That's not Mourinho sign at all.
Money.
Alexis Sanchez, I disagree with you there. Alexis Sanchez is definitely. Alexis Sanchez used to win the ball back for Arsenal outside the box. He used to work like a dog. That's how I knew.
Yeah.
When we got linked to him, I knew he was getting it because I knew it was a Mourinho.
We don't want to talk about.
He's got that with Son now. With Son, that's his type of play. He's got that hard work. Ethic, yeah.
When a man wants to get rid of Martial, bring in Perisic. Your days are numbered,
boy.
Real talk. Your days are numbered. And don't forget, people say, "Oh, Lukaku wasn't his first choice." No, Alvaro Morata was. We saw how that felt at Chelsea.
That's true. That's true.
But both of his choices weren't great. And don't forget, no manager gets his first choice. It don't happen.
Lukaku only came because of Pogba. Lukaku only came because of the Pogba friendship.
Yeah,
he was supposed to go back to Chelsea.
For me, these managers have signed horrible players, and the way I look at it is Ole's brought players in. I just look at one player. I don't care about no one else. I don't even look at Maguire or Bruno. I look at Wan-Bissaka. I just think to myself, oh God, we're so lucky to have him, man. Honestly,
yes,
we are. No one.
We are.
At 22 years, 22, 23 years of age, Raheem Sterling must hate him.
Yeah. But did you see the confidence?
Wan-Bissaka will never play for England because I don't think Raheem Sterling will even talk to Scratch up. Because in training,
I'm not training today, boss.
I'm telling you, in training for England, Sterling will look so bad that he'll get dropped. Sterling won't be stuck for England. And for me, Joe, Wan-Bissaka's become so good in his first season that he's normally a 7 or 8 out of 10. When he has a one-off game where he's 6 out of 10, I see Twitter going crazy like he's shit.
Wan-Bissaka is quality, mate.
Bro, do you know
We've got
how many
two great left back and right back. We've got them great.
Do you know how many times I wanted to close my unofficial part, find it kept down because I've seen people cussing Wan-Bissaka. I think to myself, this guy's a brick wall. Like we had right backs, for the last, I don't know how many years. Valencia, Varela, Dalot. These guys could like, come on, man. Come on. I love Rafael, but he wasn't the greatest right back. Tenacious. He was tenacious and the heart he had. And that goal he scored against Liverpool when he banged it on a volley against Arsenal. I loved Rafael. I loved it. But when I look at Wan-Bissaka, Rafael, coming to the defending, no. If Wan-Bissaka had what Rafael had going forward, he's the best right back in the world for years.
Yeah.
But I think he'll get better going forward. I really.
He will.
Like,
he will.
With age, and that's why I just look at it and think to myself, do you know what? Just there, Ole set up our defense. Right back and left back, you don't need to change. Ole set up now. Luke Shaw's 25. You got him for a good 6-7 years minimum.
Yeah.
And Wan-Bissaka, you've got for nearly 10 years. So just there, we're set. We have Valencia Young playing right back and left back.
It's a toss up. It's a toss up for me. Who's a better signing, Maguire or Wan-Bissaka?
Wan-Bissaka.
Well, I don't know. Like, I just think they're both.
Listen, I love Maguire. I think Maguire's been colossal. He gets blamed for a lot of stuff. Like aerially, he's so powerful. People, do you know what it is? People forget.
Agreement.
I don't want the guy to get injured, but believe me, if he was injured for 15, 20 games, and we had De Gea in goal who doesn't come off his line, oh God, this team will get peppered. I'm telling you, peppered. Because De Gea 4 years ago, was very good. De Gea 4 years ago was very good and he saved us. Now he can't save 2 shots in one game. So without Maguire as well, we'll get hit for 4s and 5s daily.
Can I make an apology?
Go on.
What we were talking about last week about De Gea and Henderson. I think I got that wrong. Henderson's, Henderson is. I'm humble. When I'm wrong, I might say I'm wrong.
Yeah. Get me medication. He needs medication. Something's going wrong here.
Unofficial. You're not taking the credit. Credit goes to Mr. B.
That's cool. But I think, guys, are we in agreement that Henderson needs a little run now? So
he does need it. He does need it. He needs it.
Now, do you know what? By the end of the season, if he's not good enough, this is just my little 2 pence. If he's not good enough, if it really goes downhill like that, which I can't see it doing, because he was good at Sheffield United last season, so I can't see him being that bad. Then I think we need to sign a new keeper. I'm sorry, from what you saw yesterday, from the catching,
he was
do you guys
good.
Remember when do you remember when Gabriel Jesus got played through?
Yeah.
And then to just come out, he was off his like so quick.
The only criticism I had,
De Gea ain't doing that.
Yeah, the only criticism I had was him parrying the ball back into the danger zone a couple of times. That's it. But apart from that, he had a solid performance.
But can I just say, I think really it would be, even if Henderson continues this form to the end of the season, it would still be dangerous to get rid of De Gea because what I'm noticing about United this season is that the players are thriving on this competition. Just like since Alex Telles has come in, Luke Shaw has stepped up his game big time. And it seems that Henderson's the same way. He really wants to prove he's as good as De Gea.
Yep.
So we got to keep this two.
And Man City's got the same thing. If we're challenging and we're saying we're competing, Man City is the same.
The competition healthy.
Yeah. He's going to be brilliant.
I would agree with you, but I just think that I don't think anyone's competing with De Gea. I think if De Gea's starting ahead of you, you have to leave Man United. Yeah. And I mean that. Over this month,
he could go on loan again. He could go on loan.
Not now.
No, you can't go on loan.
Not now. If I'm Henderson, and Henderson loves Manchester United, he already said it.
Yeah,
his pinnacle. He won't have achieved if he's not number one for Man United one day. I watched the interview. If he's not number one for Man United one day, he hasn't achieved what he set out to achieve in life.
We're not going to get the money for De Gea no more.
If I'm Henderson,
we paid 19 million for him. Get 12, I'll take it.
Who, De Gea?
Remember when Real Madrid the facts go through that time, we would have got that.
I don't think we can get rid of De Gea. Who's going to pay De Gea 375k a week?
Real don't want him no more.
Listen, just pray that them old madman in PSG give Poch the money that he wants, because I heard that rumor and I'm thinking, do you know what? Snap their hand off for it. Even if it's 20 million, if it's 20 million, get that 500,000 off the books. You got 20 million. We've already got we've got the goalie there already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Ollie, 100%. Ollie now has to be brave in the decisions that he don't try to please people now. You understand? When the end of the season comes, there's players at that club will let you down but big decisions need to be made. And he has to be strong enough to make it.
Season. Maybe he needs a new challenge. He needs let De Gea go. Let De Gea go. Go Paris. He's not going to go back. He's not going to go back, and they're not going to let him go back to Spain. So our only hope is that the oil prices go up and their shares are good. You know.
But yeah, I like that. And you know what it is for me? I know competition's good, but listen, you guys might disagree, but Telles might have pushed Luke Shaw 10% for a month or two. But if there's not a player in there, Shaw, Telles can't push you 100% the way Shaw's playing, and not for a whole season. So your competition can push you for a month or two, but eventually, if you're not that good, it will start to show, and your competition might take over. The way Shaw's playing now, the ways, but this is not me knocking Telles. It's not me knocking that. What I'm saying is that's not why Shaw's playing this good. Why Shaw's playing this good now is because he's got that confidence of his manager and he's getting used to the players he's playing with. Rashford's mostly ahead of him. Maguire's mostly next to him. He's getting that confidence. When you start to know that Fred's normally there as well. When you're getting that confidence, you know each other. This is why I feel sorry for Wan-Bissaka. This is why I feel sorry for Wan-Bissaka, because I feel like he needs that right winger in front of him.
Yeah, we were saying
they can grow a bond together. He needs that.
Yeah, 100%.
We're all agreeing tonight.
Yeah, I know, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah. Should we hit some comments out, guys, and then we're gonna just literally probably wrap up now. I'm on there. Would you mind?
This is Tim saying next season a few decent buys, but would need to be looking at winning trophies as well in a league race.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, guys, I don't know if anyone saw Ole's interview. I think it was before the West Brom game when they asked him the question about spending money, and he then came up and said it looks like they might have to bring youth through the system for next season because the clubs won't afford it.
It's just,
you know what?
He's not going to tell you, I'm going to buy Sancho and I'm going to buy this there.
But you got to think 2 weeks ago. You got to remember 2 weeks ago he said we tongue in cheek about Holland or whatever his name is.
Listen.
Yeah, it's just mind games.
No one would know what they're doing in the market. Go watch that.
I'm hoping I'm hoping Ole's wising up because you can't come out and say, listen, we said what we said about how badly we wanted Sancho.
Yeah.
Dortmund put their foot down and said, nah, this is what we want because we know you got the peas.
Yeah,
Now
exactly.
I'm hoping Ole's saying that. Now I'm hoping Ole's saying that to the clubs like Dortmund are like, bro, these men are really happy to go with their youth, you know, because they've got some players there. And we get the players cheaper because if you're making it, we're not one of these smaller clubs like Arsenal. If you're making it known that you want a player and you've got the money, these clubs are. I'm licking my lips. If you're coming to say, if I don't mind selling my house and I know you want it desperately because you live next door, you want the whole thing, you want the whole piece of land. I'm telling you, it's valued at $500,000. I want 550.
That's true.
I don't think Ollie has made one bad signing since he's taken over.
No, he hasn't.
And that includes the Welsh Flash, because that was only 15 million from Swansea.
You say the Welsh trash was Flash.
Flash.
Nah, leave Daniel Jones alone.
He hasn't made one bad signing. For me, all of them are good ages, good signings, you know?
Leave Daniel
So
James
I
alone.
believe
Tim Passenger says, based on the rent I pay for council yard, should be a mansion. Wages are irrelevant.
He's talking about the wages.
You were talking about us having the second highest wage bill.
Sorry, Mr. B.
Sorry, that question I think was to you about our second highest wage bill.
Okay. So David, hi David, how you doing, bruv?
Hey Dave.
There's no point talking about spending. We have been overcharged for a lot of players, as Pundit said.
Yeah, but that's United.
And
no value in the transfer market.
David again says we need to talk about the players out. Yep,
we'll come up for another
we can do that for next week.
Next week. Hamza, hi Hamza. Didn't you guys say Ollie out, lads? Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
Or is it just the players who deserve the credit after that performance? I think it's the players.
He's playing for the manager.
Hamza says 22 games unbeaten.
You're always going to
thank you.
the players.
If
David Gea leave, will he need backup keeper for Hendo?
A manager with no tactics. 122 hasn't been beaten 22 games away from home. Wow, that's a
this season. There's no fans. There's no fans. It's all up in the air. This home form don't.
These fans, bro.
No, homers don't mean nothing. Away from home. We can't assess it.
The biggest smalls. That is the biggest smalls of freestyles. I'm telling you now. If it's football's freestyle, that's the biggest smalls of freestyling. And we know how good Biggie Smalls was. Yeah? So that's what my man is doing. Yeah.
Hamza says if De Gea leaves, we will need backup keeper for Hendo.
We got Lee Grant.
No problem.
Oh, please, don't even go there.
And Romero.
Hamza says let's start a fund me page to get help to buy Sancho.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's kick it off.
I want him #1 guy.
Hamza again says apparently Dortmund needs to sell due to finances.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
Hamza again says Ollie's recruitment has been the best after Fergie retired.
Yes, 100%.
100%.
It's Hamza alias Kounde.
No. Kounde sitting there behind the scene just texting. Yeah, let's put this down.
Hamza says the PE teacher has beaten Pep 4 times.
He has beaten him 4 times.
No
tactics, yeah.
Thanks for the comments, guys.
Thanks for the comments. Guys, we had another topic, but we ain't even going to do it because it's literally.
So it's for another show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hamza
what
says
was the topic?
It was about Pogba.
It was probably you've already touched on that unofficial.
We touched on it. But
can I just say I'm disappointed today because I can hardly hear you on the unofficial. I'm missing like half the joke. You know, I'm only hearing half the jokes because I know he's saying something good, but. All right, Hamza says Ollie reads Bismillah, and his teams play UP. I don't know. UP will get this one. What? Anyone understand that?
Unofficial. Because remember our lingos.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Short
thing. Gone over my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the other one was about Pogba. We did touch on it a little bit, but let's not do the Pogba show next week. Let's do the Man United 5's worst. Well, let's do 5 players each. We all pick. Should we pick 5? No, let's do 3. Let's do 3.
But can I ask a question?
5's going to be a lot.
Can we just hands up, please? Do you want Pogba in or out next season? Shall we
Pogba
say
in.
In.
Pogba in.
in?
Pogba
But
in.
if he leaves, it's just room for Van de Beek to take over. If he
Unofficial.
leaves,
Listen,
Van de Beek's got to
Van
be
der
the man.
Beek. I think Van der Beek's gonna get sold in the summer.
No,
Oh, you better not, man. He
Remember
can't.
I said that.
no, there's a
Need to give
plan
him
there.
opportunity.
There's a
Remember I
plan.
said it.
I
Listen,
think we bought
there's-
him to replace
what's the
Pogba.
plan?
I think we bought him to
You think
replace
the plan
Pogba.
the plan is to piss him off? You think the plan is to piss him off, bruv? You've been brought to a club as an international footballer. Yeah, you're not getting any games. You're not getting any games. He was playing week in, week out for Ajax. You've come to this club, the biggest club. He's come to Man United. He must have been gassed. Yeah, he's not even playing when Fred and McTominay are not playing.
Yeah.
Why do you think? I don't see any plan. I think Ollie didn't buy him, and he's doing what Benitez did with Robbie Keane, where he just didn't play him because he wasn't his signing. And you know what? Told you I wasn't signing him. I finished second without him. Piss him off. Give me
Prove a
back the
point.
40 million.
Yeah, but
So I
do you
thought to prove a
remember?
point.
Do you remember when Fred and Lindelof were bought? Their first season wasn't good. They didn't play a lot.
They hardly
It
played.
took them
Fred
a long time
Yeah,
to
definitely
but
adjust.
Jesus Christ, they
But
played.
let's hold on. I think Unofficial want to say something, but also, Mr. B, you got to remember when we signed Vidic and Evra, they played a game
started.
against Man City,
Yeah,
and you didn't see them for another 6-7 months.
yeah.
Yeah, good shout.
It took them time to adjust.
Yeah,
But they were January signings.
there you go.
Yeah.
Unofficial, we can't hear you. You're mute.
You're muted.
He's muted.
Unofficial.
He's muted.
Right.
He's trying to talk. Yeah. No, I can't hear you.
Come out of it and then come in again.
Can't hear him. Can't hear him.
Damn.
Yeah. So once he come back on, guys, we're then just going to jump off because we've gone. Yeah. I thought we were going to keep the show down till a few minutes, but as always, I think we just need to do one topic and then we just need to roll with that one topic. Hamza says basically it's what Muslim read before they eat.
Okay. Ollie reads it before games. Damn Skippy.
Yeah.
Bismillah. Okay. Bismillah.
Yeah, he should be on anyway. Yeah, go on, Unofficial, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. From listen, I'm not a Pogba fan anymore, and people can hold me to that, but that's just simply I've got my reasons for it. And like I said, any player that's going to come out, you've been bought for that kind of money. Ole's just come in. You had that good little period when you want to come out and listen. There might be sections of the fans that are abusing you, but that happens to loads of players. Yeah, when you've got so many fans that love you at Man United, and now apparently we're going to go out and spend some money. You can't come out. You haven't even done it behind closed doors or anything. You've come out blatantly and said in some interview using like Japan or something that it's time for you to move on. You can only do that for me. You can only do that if you have a club that's willing to come pay your money. When you come out and say something like that, and there's no club willing to pay the money you're asking, we're going to be asking for, all you've done is put us under the cost for the new season coming up because all the talk was Pogba this, Pogba that. Games Pogba didn't even play. Graham Souness was like, you have to ask yourself, where was Pogba in all of this? I was like, you stupid Scouse fool. Pogba running on the pitch. So,
He's got an agenda against Pogba, though, isn't he?
Yeah,
he hates him. I think he loves him, really. He's just obsessed with him, yeah.
After all that, I think one of the reasons why I'm really upset at Pogba as well is I would give my right arm to have the talent that man has.
Yeah.
There's some games he just doesn't turn up, and you're like, boy, with the talent you've got, there should be no midfield in the world that's close to you. You've got everything a player wants. You're big, you're strong. You might not be the fastest, but because of how big you are and the long strides you take, you're not slow. You can't be knocked off the ball. You can pass with both feet. Your control is unbelievable. There's so much he can head that he can do. What can't he do? And you just don't see it enough, and that's what upsets me about Pogba. But with that, probably Romano, you never get to transfer thing wrong. If you're on Twitter, you know about him. Like his followers went from 500,000 this summer to like 2 million plus. Like he gets everything right. He said on one of his podcasts that Paul Pogba is 100. 100% leaving in the summer. And I think that's what Donny's come in for. You got to remember, Donny's 23 years of age. If you look at with Donny, if you look at Dilip, it's not worked out for him at Juve. If you look at Frankie de Jong, it's not worked out for him at Barcelona.
Yeah.
If you look at Ziyech, it's not working out for him at Chelsea. Little man, just sit there and wait and find your time in it. Man United are second right now. We're not eighth. Find your time, it will come. Otherwise, you can get sent back to Ajax and play that second-rate football. Listen, Man United survived losing Stam. They survived losing David Beckham. Eric Cantona left way before his time. We've survived players leaving, in it. Like, don't even.
We'll get back.
The bill will end up Man United. That's just my opinion.
Can I ask a question? When's Pogba's contract run out? 22.
Next season.
So the decision has to be made.
Next summer.
You cannot
give him a new contract.
Not let him go
think
free.
if Zidane stays at Real Madrid, then Real Madrid will buy him. But other than that, I don't think.
Not let this guy run out his contract and we lose 100 million.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna,
we won't. No one's got the money to buy him. No one's got the money to buy him.
That's the problem. And if we don't get rid of him this summer, that's what's going to happen. Because if you were signing a new contract, it would have been done. And there's not even a contract talk anymore.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a contract talk, and apparently he was getting offered a new deal, and then that just went dead.
Yeah.
And then you had Romano talk. Then you heard that Fabrizio talk about how he's handling it in the summer. So I just think it's best for both parties. I know some people love Pogba.
I'll be got
you love him that much. You think he's that good? It'll just be good for him to move on. Him go and do things somewhere else, and hopefully reinvest that cash on players we need. Because at the end of the day, if Pogba's best position is number 10, Mr. B, you're a Pogba fan, right?
Yeah.
You're a Pogba fan, yeah?
Yeah.
Who would you play number 10? Who would you play number 10? Bruno or Pogba?
Not Pogba. I wouldn't play Paul Pogba. He hasn't proved himself. If he wanted to come to us and play as a number 10, he would have proved himself as a number 10 the amount of times that he played. The position that we're playing him in now, I believe, is his best position. It suits the way we play. It suits the way he plays.
Yeah.
So
But when you talk to all the Pogba fans and all that, he's playing in the wrong position. But this is where I say to myself, if his best position is meant to be number 10, I don't think so, because someone that kind of passing range.
Sorry. Can I just say, sorry. At Juventus, where he had apparently his best form, that was on the left side of a free, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I know that,
I don't think he's ever played number 10. I've never seen him play number 10 for Juventus or France.
He
played with next to Conte, like he's doing now in the World Cup. He played next to a holding midfielder.
I know what you're saying, Colin, but what happened was, remember that little spree when Ole first came in and he played as a number 10? And
And that's why everyone's going back on.
That's why everyone's saying that's his.
I don't think that was a 10. That's not a 10. That wasn't a 10.
And for me,
it wasn't a 10.
For me, in the Premier League, if you're going to play in a 2, you have to work your arse off, because that's how the Premier League is. It's not known as the hardest league in the world for no reason. And I don't think Pogba, I'm sorry to say, I don't believe he has that kind of work rate. I could be wrong, but I just don't believe he has that kind of work rate. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I don't believe he does have that kind of work rate, and that's why I don't feel like you can play him there. And then you can't play him as a number 10 because he's not going to get better numbers than Bruno, and you're not dropping Bruno from that position. So then, is it not just better to move him on and get somebody else in? That's just my opinion.
I'd be disappointed because he's a class player. But I don't want to see him go on a free. So if you have to sell him for those reasons,
and look at Grealish, maybe. Look at Grealish to replace push Van der Beek, one of them.
Yeah, guys, we're going to call it there. We're just going to read out these 2 messages. And I just remembered as well, guys, next week we're talking about our 5th top 3 thingy. There's a possibility we won't be doing that because we've got a special guest next week, I believe.
Woohoo!
Stitches.
Oh my God!
I'm not missing that for the world.
He'll be appearing.
He don't want the United smoke.
He'll be appearing.
Give one of those extra long rectangular things for his long face.
So what we need to do is, as far as I know, the information and the details I've got, he should be coming on here on this Monday. Next Monday, we've got Sam Spurs for life.
Yes, Sam.
Hey.
Let's bring it.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Funny guy.
that's how we roll in next week. But listen, guys, anything can happen. So I'm just saying these are the guests we're meant to have next week. So let's see if they turn up on the show.
Yeah.
Let's read out these last few. Yeah, let's read out last.
It might not turn
comments,
up
guys.
like Liverpool's home form, but anyway. Yeah.
Hamza says with Pogba, it's if he leaves, I don't mind. If he stays, I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Hamza. I'm with you.
Yeah, with him on that.
I can agree with that. Okay. If he signs a new contract, then I ain't gonna be too far. If he stays,
Yeah, I'm not fast. I'm not, because I think we got guys to replace him.
Tim says, "Great show. Nice to be able to have a civil conversation." That's
You're
what
welcome,
we
Tim.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim.
Mate.
Hamza says, "One question for you all: is Pogba world class, or is it just world class on his day?"
Yes.
Yes,
No,
he's
he's
World
world
Cup winner.
class.
He scored in the World Cup
World
final. He's world class.
World class, World Cup. But guys, listen, this is absolutely a pleasure. Great show as always. Next week, though, if the guests as we hold on, who's this?
Hold on, Alan, come on.
No, take that one away.
Hold on. That's my boy Alan. Big up my Monday Juma and all. He loves everybody. But big up,
Brilliant.
Alan. Nice to see you. Hamza says, I need to be on one of these days.
Yeah.
We can try and organize that.
We
We
can
can always try interested as well. We just need to come up with topics and things like that. But at the moment, I believe next week, if Stitches is on next, FTB Stitches is on next week, guys, if you're watching now, please share, please subscribe. It's gonna be that show. It's gonna be ham next week.
Oh God!
It's
I
gonna
love
be one of those
Stitches. I
shows.
love him.
We love him, but it's gonna
I
be
love
one of them
Stitches.
shows. And the worst part about it,
He's been hiding from me.
He loves you.
he loves you. It's gonna be one of those shows, but guys, it's like I've got to go away, and the minute I find out, I've got to work on my control, how to control everyone on the show next week, because it's gonna be.
There's gonna be no interrupting like last time.
Trust me, I'll be
Let
on
him
my
have his say.
I want to hear what he's got to say because he doesn't like talking.
Yeah.
I've got
to think
I
of.
listen to him.
I've got to think of 2 topics to come up with, and then we're going to hit the topics. But listen, guys, please tune in for next Monday for FTB Sports, and it's going to be studs up. And I don't think there's going to be any holding back with FTB Stitches on the show next week. So like, share, subscribe.
I've got a good topic. Sorry. Why are Liverpool so shit?
We've tried that.
Why so shit?
Why Liverpool scoring goals? Why are they scoring goals? That's a good one.
And then leading up to the London derby is going to be Sam for life. So I think it would be a bit more civil with Sam for life, but apparently he can take it. So he's looking forward for coming on the show.
He's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah,
good, man.
I'm looking forward to it. So guys, we are trying everything differently on FTB Starts, getting new guests on, so it's not always us. We're going to have our special guest on as well, and I'm looking forward to building FTB football going forward with Studs Up.
We build it on rock. We build our foundation on rock, not on sand. Look at these faces. Look at these wonderful people we have here.
I love that. I love that.
So guys, we're gonna come back, and if you out there, please share it with your friends and subscribe. Like 500 subscribers, we'll do a draw. You get a free football shirt of your choice with name and number on the back of it, and we'll be back on Monday with this great show again, guys. So again, I'd love to say we've got music, guys, but we don't have any music for this ending.
Shall we sing? Shall we start a number?
I'm not singing.
Glory, glory, man. He knows one.
And red
Unofficial next week. More technical, more sound. We couldn't hardly hear you.
Guys,
sorry.
That's all right, guys. We're tuning next Monday. I'm getting confused with it now because, guys, I absolutely love Studs Up. I just think you forget about everything in your day. You come on here, and all of us, it's just a laugh and a joke, and we're getting our points across. So, guys, tune in for next Monday, and next Monday will be a bit more heated. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a good evening.